Hey, what's up and hello? This is the Chris Nicole bringing you my views on life, love, and the world of entertainment through my eyes. Good evening, good afternoon, good morning, depending on what time you are watching this live. Hello, crew. Hope all is well. Make sure you hit the like button on the way in. All right, y'all. So, again, welcome to my coast, the Wild Wild West. The Wild Wild West. So, rumor has it, I don't know if you guys have seen my other live videos, but there's a big RICO case where like 20 people, I'm probably over exaggerating, but a lot of freaking people got indicted. They got arrested, including Big U. You guys have definitely heard the name on my channel. And these two dudes here, Bricc Baby and Luce Cannon. Bricc Baby is the one with the dreads, the locks, and Luce Cannon is the light bright, okay? So rumor has it is that they actually went to court today and they were denied bail, all right? And not only were they denied bail, but there has been some paperwork exposed, especially in regards to Bricc Baby, where in my personal opinion, I hope his ass don't ever get out of jail. Yeah, I said it. One, y'all know I'm a civilian. I don't get down with this nonsense, but especially the accusations that's in the paperwork that Bricc Baby did when it comes to female and kids, yeah, he don't need to be out. But we're going to get into that. So, with that being said, Bricc Baby and Luce Cannon are allegedly members of certain organizations, street organizations here in LA. Or maybe not, because one thing that I remember seeing literally not even a year ago was Bricc Baby getting into it with Luce Cannon, okay, on a podcast where he was trying to check Luce Cannon on if he is actually affiliated with a certain neighborhood, okay? So I am actually going to play this, and I'm sure a lot of the people who watch me are not even from the West Coast, are not from LA, so you're going to get a street education, so to speak, from a civilian female perspective. So I'm going to break it down. Hey, Shayla. Hey, Shada. Hey, Veronica. So yeah, have a seat, get your popcorn, get your drink. So I'm going to give you a little education. But Bricc Baby over here in Luce Cannon, not even a year ago, they were beefing. Okay, they were straight up beefing, and I'm gonna play this for you. And so, first things first, I want to say fair use. This is for educational, entertainment purposes only. And yeah, but it clearly means also that you can say that all day long when it comes to these guys, and it doesn't matter. You can't say educational, entertainment purposes. You can't say it's just for the content, because clearly the content that I'm about to play, allegedly this clip is one of the clips that's in the indictment, that is in the paperwork. So I guess for all of these so-called bangers out there, it would be in your best interest to not just keep saying it's for the content, because the feds is trying to come after y'all asses. All right. And this is what we're dealing with. So I'm going to play this, and this is going to be quite interesting for you guys to actually see that these two gentlemen, not even a year ago, I think this was actually 10 months ago, they were like, yeah, beefing. But hear it for yourself. All right.
Yo, but I got to say, though, that so I was supposed to interview Luce on Tuesday. Like, it was supposed to be like way early in the day, like significantly before this, so that we would have time to clear the premises and make sure there was not any overlap between the Bricc man and the Luce guy.
But they not like us.
Okay, but he showed up like 30 deep, to be totally fair.
No 60s.
I don't know where these guys came from. I don't know who most of them were, but that was a little bit of a thing.
There's a lot of people.
You got a new bodyguard.
It made a little bit of a scene.
And let me know if you guys can hear when he says no 60s, what he means is rolling 60 Crip. Allegedly, I have to say allegedly. When he says no 60s, rolling 60 Crip, that is the gang that allegedly Nipsey was from. Big U is allegedly from. It is definitely one of the biggest Crip organizations in La La Land. Allegedly. All right, let me continue.
So I had to kind of shut it down on Tuesday, and we had to run it back the next day. We did get it done, so I was happy about that. But yeah, definitely, he tried to pull
Next
a move.
time, because I know he's gonna be a routiner. Ask him who was involved with his put on. Can he give us any names from his put on? Can he give us what block he got put on? Let's get to the bottom of it.
You want me to call him, ask him that now?
Yes.
Oh God,
That's a clip
Yes.
for that.
Yes.
That's a
Let's-
clip
let's
for
be-
that.
Put on. I'm giving you guys an education. What does he mean by who was involved in his put on? Meaning who initiated him in this alleged gang. So the thing is that Luce Cannon allegedly claims that he is also from Rolling 60s. Bricc Baby is alleging that he is also from Rolling 60s, but he is pretty much stating, I don't know this Luce Cannon guy. I need to verify who actually put him on, who actually certified him in my alleged organization.
we gotta find out.
Who
we gotta
put
find
you
out.
on? What year was this?
Inquiring minds
Just want to know.
This is crazy. I can't believe I'm doing this. Okay.
Gangster origin stories.
Because I've never seen him at Hyde Park at a meet. I've never seen you at 54th Street.
Pretty sure you got
Never
an
seen you at
Android.
Horace Man at no meet.
Adam, what's up?
Hey, Luce Cannon, I'm here live on the No Drama Show with Bricc Baby and Lush. Bricc Baby is requesting some information regarding your put on.
Hey, can you give us like at least 2 names from your put on and what block? I ain't never seen you at no meeting at Hyde Park, Horace Man, or at 54th. When did you get put on?
Baby, when did
you get put on? I got put on in 2002. I got put out in 2002, nigga, on Eileen Street at June House. Nigga, you know what's up, nigga. Yeah, dead homie. So when you get put on?
No, you haven't, bro. You've been.
Mind you, he just gave names and locations to verify his put on. This is allegedly in the paperwork, but they claim this is just content.
Man, cuz nigga, Hillbilly was a part of my put on. Nigga, Killer Dave was a part of my put on. Nigga, oh, the Dead Homies. My first name was Baby Wild Bill. Nigga, on the Dead Homies. And Izzy turned East Coast. That was the third nigga I squabbled. Who did you squabble, gang?
Nigga, I squabbled everybody.
Who? You didn't squabble everybody, bitch ass nigga. How? You would have went home fucked up.
Shut your buster ass up.
You didn't get put on, bitch. Hey, shut your bitch ass up. How you come up here with 30 niggas and none of them was from 60s, nigga?
Buster ass, hoe ass nigga.
Hey, how many of them niggas was from 60s though?
You ain't like that, nigga.
I'm hood, bitch. Shut up, bitch. You in Vegas, nigga. Pull up. We'll see you at the 10, cuz. We'll see you at the 10, or will we?
No, that's why.
Well, are you gonna be there? Are you gonna be there?
He knew we was coming, nigga.
Who knew we was coming?
Nigga, Adam made sure you was safe.
Bro, on the Dead Homies, I got more shots than that in my car. You had 30 niggas, nigga. You was still 20 short, nigga. West side rolling, nigga. Fuck is you talking about, nigga? Nigga, man, come on, cuz. Don't get your shit punky headed, bitch. On the Dead Homies.
Shut up, you's a hoe.
When did you get put on? We was just asking the question. What day, what block? You hoe ass nigga.
Shut your buster ass up.
You a Big U put on, nigga. Shut up, nigga. You was paying the big homie. Shut up, bitch.
Nigga, Big
Yeah,
U,
you was paying. That's why you mad, nigga. Dead homies, you was paying to come around, nigga. On the hood, just like you got Conrad, nigga, apartment when he got out, bitch, and he don't fuck with you. Just like you still playing Brianhurst, baby, nigga. On the Dead homies. Hey, go drop that check off to my little homie, nigga. On hood, for shit get bad for you. Before shit get bad for you, go drop that check off, nigga.
Isn't this interesting? Isn't this interesting? Now, mind you, if you have already noticed, allegedly claiming a gang and making threats. But they think this is just content.
But we do something to you, nigga.
Nigga, you ain't
On
gonna do
hood.
nothing.
Back hood crib. Bet we do something to you.
Matter of fact, nigga, I'm gonna kick your
Hey, yeah, nigga, I bet you ain't. Hey, listen, cuz, what hood are you from? You ain't from 63rd. You ain't from Hyde Park. You ain't from 71st. Bitch, what street you from? You ain't from Arlington. What street do you bang?
Ass nigga.
You still ain't put your put on. Who put you on? All right. Thank you, Luce. We love you, sweetheart. Hey, thanks for that 260 too. On the Dead Homies, get looking for that 260. We finna eat up again. Dead Homies, Nate Bud. Because that's what you do. You pay.
Nigga.
You're not a player. You're a payer.
BT ass nigga.
You take the L out of player, and that you get loose coochie. Dead homies. Why your cannon loose, hood? Why your cannon loose though? Why you want to have a loose cannon?
Listen, you stand up.
Why you want to have a loose cannon, baby?
Shut your buster broke ass up, bro.
On hood, you live off of. You're a
nigga.
bitch's maid.
Nigga,
You live off the bitch, nigga.
Who live?
On the hood, your bitch got the bag, nigga. On hood, let's go bank account for bank account right now, nigga. I'ma log in the Navy Federal, nigga.
And these are grown men with kids and wives. I'll continue.
Send a screenshot from today, though.
You don't.
Dead homie, send a screenshot for
Listen,
today.
It's not.
That's what I'm saying, gang. Come on.
Thousands, nigga.
Hey, Luce Coochie, what day you get put on, ganger?
Nigga, what day?
When did you get put on?
Nigga?
When did you get put on? 2002, nigga, on Eileen Avenue, nigga. And I still was banging the set before that. I was baby ass down before that, nigga. 10th Avenue, nigga. On 6 I started Gutter Hills, nigga. Let's talk, nigga. I started Gutter Hills. Nigga, I was at Slip Rock Spot when 7-Eleven started, nigga. When Gutter Kids started, nigga. Dead homies, nigga. Free Avenue Blue, nigga. And it's blasted, nigga. Come on, bro. Hey, nigga, I got more murders than you got squabbles, bitch. In the hood, nigga. Dead homies, nigga. Yeah.
Did y'all just hear that? Y'all just heard that, right? Y'all just heard that, right? He got more than squabbles. Mind you, you see these two other guys who are just sitting up there enjoying all of this while these two black men are going at it about who's more gang than the other. Y'all heard that. You heard it. And even when the guy said, ooh, knowing that was a bad move for him to say that. Okay?
Yeah, nigga got more skulls than you got squabbles in the set, bitch. On the hood, nigga. Before
more skulls than squabbles. I swear you can't even make this up.
Hey, I got more skulls than you got squabbles. That's on my 4 babies, nigga.
Listen.
That's on my 4 babies, nigga. That's on my 4 babies. You ain't never got put on my hood, bitch. On the hood, you paid your way on like Lovejoy. That's why you hoes crying together, nigga. On the hood, 2 bitch niggas crying, nigga, about getting extorted, ho. On the hood, shut up. Come around the gangland, you gotta pay, nigga. Shut up.
I exposed your text messages, nigga.
Man, on the dead homies, and I'm still here, nigga. On the hood, and I'm still here, bitch. You want to pay for an interview? On the hood, I need 60,000 from a hoe like you.
See, and they think this is entertainment. Little do they know this and so many other clips are now in paperwork that they're using against them.
I'm hood, nigga. You want to pay? On the dead homies, you been paying. Come pay for an interview, nigga.
He needs you.
I'm hood. I don't need nothing in this world, nigga, but on 6 this quick thing. It's niggas like you out here, nigga. I keep blicks for niggas like you. You too sweet, nigga. We take shit from niggas like you, nigga. I don't need nothing but this blick. I'ma be up, nigga. West side.
You can't do nothing, nigga.
Man, hey, man. At this point, you know where I'm at.
Like you, nigga. You's a hoe, bro. You's a hoe, bro.
Man, listen, cuz I told you to come on Eileen for 2 weeks straight. You have never came back there, man.
Come on, Eileen.
You know the back hood is too wicked. You know the back too wicked for you. Man, you know them hills too wicked, nigga.
Bitches that knocked you out.
Hey, cuz there's no nigga ever knocked me out in my life. That's on West Side Rolling 60 Crip Gang. Man, DW.
That's on West Side Rolling 60s Crip Gang. He is claiming a gang. Being part of a gang is illegal unless you're the police. But yeah, being a part of a gang is illegal. But this is content.
Flame what?
Buster, nigga.
DW Flame what? Nigga, you ain't knocked me out.
DW Flame had you.
DW Flame what? Hey, on the dead homies, you best friends with a nigga that dissed the set. Nigga, wiped and dissed the set twice. Nigga, you his homie. You a bitch, cuz.
So, with this exchange, one would think that they're enemies, right? Because what Bricc Baby, the one in the locks, the dreads, is saying is that Luce Cannon is claiming his alleged set, okay? Claiming his alleged set, and he wasn't put on. He was paid on. Y'all heard this for yourself. And so typically, you have someone saying that they are a part of any type of affiliation of any organization, street organization, or even a legit organization, and someone is claiming they're a part of an organization and they're not. Usually there's a problem with claiming that, right? So as you can see in this exchange, you would think that it's up and it's stuck and there's beef. Well, allegedly, these two, Bricc Baby and Luce Cannon, guess what, y'all? They're allegedly cellmates in the damn feds. You heard it. They're cellmates. Okay. Not only are they cellmates, but Luce Cannon's wife has actually been recording a lot of those conversations. And yeah, Bricc Baby got on the call and was like, yeah, we cellmates. Hey, sis, I heard you've been holding it down. And they act like they're the best of friends now. Can't make this up. This is better than a damn soap opera at this point. So imagine not even a year ago, you sitting up there saying, you know where I'm at, you didn't get put on, whatever the case may be, and now you're cellmates with someone that you're claiming is claiming your set, and they're not even from there. Okay? Now, interesting enough, if you guys heard this, one thing that Bricc Baby said was, on my 4 babies. Did y'all hear that? He said, on my 4 babies, you did not get put on, okay? Now, typically when you hear that type of stuff, there is someone who is really serious about saying, if I'm putting this on my kids, that means I'm for real about what the hell I'm saying, right? That's typically what we typically deal with. And so with that being said, however, I find it interesting that he said that because there has been some paperwork that's been exposed about Bricc Baby that makes me very freaking uncomfortable. And as far as I see it, he don't need to be out. All right. And we're going to get into that paperwork amongst some more paperwork. But allegedly, they're also saying that both of them are snitches. Okay. And so that's quite interesting that literally a year ago or less than a year ago, they were beefing this way. And now they're all chummy, buddy, and a cellmate. And allegedly also got into a fight in the jail, not with each other, but apparently trying to protect each other. So all of this is quite interesting, but we're about to hear this paperwork when it comes to Bricc Baby. Right now, trigger warning, fair use, entertainment, educational purposes only. So shout out to this actual content creator. Oh my gosh. And I just had his freaking name, but I'm sure his name is going to come up, but shout out to him because he definitely, has the paperwork here. I'll definitely make sure that I link his information in here. But yeah, let's listen to this really quick. Let's go.
All right. Y'all wanted this, so here y'all go. Zaire Mitchell, known as Bricc Baby. We just gonna get it all the way down. We don't care about too much. It's an introduction, statement of facts. Defendant is intercepted discussing criminal activity, including pointing a firearm at his partner and child. Firearms and ammunition are recovered from defendant's home. Defendant is recorded on intercepted calls, making other admissions. Defendant continues to threaten violence and carry firearms. Defendant is charged with repeatedly possessing a firearm and ammunition, despite numerous felony convictions. The morning of defendant's incident.
Y'all heard that already, right? I hope you did. I hope you're listening. He said that allegedly Bricc Baby pointed a pow towards his partner and his baby. One of the babies that he said on his 4 babies. Yeah. That's what was just said. Let's continue.
Instant arrest
he had an unsecured firearm and ammunition in reach of his young child. Defendant's criminal history is full of violence and supervision violations. 2006, narcotics and obstruction of law enforcement. 2010, reckless evading involving assault with a deadly weapon. 2012 to 2014, narcotics convictions. 2016, criminal threats conviction. 2020, robbery conviction, misdemeanors, arrest, and other conduct. Defendant's fraud crimes. Defendant was detained based on
long ass history. And then wondering why his bail was allegedly denied. Shit, it's not even over.
On risk of flight and danger. Argument, legal standards for pretrial detention. So they're basically saying we going to make sure that he don't get bail. And I'm gonna tell y'all this. It don't look like he's gonna be getting bail on this one. So I'm not saying that he's not, but I'm just saying from how they writing this right now, it don't look good. Defendant should remain detained. See, right there. Nature and circumstances of the offenses, weight of the evidence, history and characteristics of defendant, nature. And that's why I always tell y'all, bro. I always say that. Man, there's some characteristics, bro. Yeah, man. Nature and seriousness of the danger posed by defendant's release. Defendant's proposed property bond is insufficient. Conclusion. Alrighty, so table of authorities. We're not going to do all that. We're just going to get straight into it. Defendant Zaire Mitchell, defendant, asked this court to be released pending trial, arguing that a secure property bond is sufficient to reasonably assure his appearance and the safety of any other person or the community. To the contrary, defendant's criminal history shows a dedication to crime and recidivism, no matter what the consequences. Moreover, his conduct during the investigation in this case shows the same dedication to a life of crime and an ability to comply with the rule of law. The indictment first alleges that defendant in shooting at individuals possessed ammunition expelled from a firearm on January 12, 2022. So they said he shot at somebody in 2022. Then on June 21st, 2023, defendant was captured on an intercepted call arguing with a significant other, and when she repeatedly recounted that defendant had pointed a gun at her while she was holding his infant child. Execution of a search warrant at defendant's home followed in.
Y'all heard that. Make sure you guys hit the like button on the way in. Hey, King Code. He allegedly pointed a pow. Hey, Queen Sugar. Pointed a pow at his partner while she was holding her baby, his baby. Okay, so yeah, this is deep. All right, this is very deep. So the fact that they even thought they was possibly gonna get bond out today, absolutely not. Absolutely not. And to be quite honest, I'm sure that baby mama is probably quite relieved that he's in there. She probably need a much needed break because there's actual clips, audio out there of both Luce Cannon's wife and Bricc Baby's wife. Now, I don't know if they're hood married or legitimately married, but while Luce Cannon's wife sounds concerned, Bricc Baby's is like, yeah, okay, I don't care. And now we probably know why she like, it is what it is to her, because clearly, she has dealt with a lot of stuff with this man. Okay? A lot of stuff with him. Let's continue.
3 firearms, including an AK-47 style gun and over 125 rounds of ammunition, were found. After law enforcement seized those weapons and arrested defendant, he continued undeterred. In March 2024, defendant erupted at his place of employment, threatening individuals in the room and online with death, fighting security, and later admitting to possessing a firearm during that incident. Throughout 2024, defendant made claims online of murdering people and threatening to do the same to others. Then, on March 18, 2025, the day before his arrest in this case, defendant went on a live video podcast with someone who he had previously threatened to kill. During the podcast, sitting across from that person, defendant brandished a firearm in his waistband. Defendant was arrested the following day, an unsecured firearm with multiple magazines of live.
They're talking about no jumper, and I believe it was the actual video. He ended up meeting with Luce Cannon again after that, and they actually showed him having that on his waistband, and they were trying to say he was trying to intimidate Luce Cannon, the same Luce Cannon that he is cellmates with. All right. So, and this was the day before he allegedly got arrested. You can't make this stuff up.
Ammunition matching that seen in defendant's waistband on the podcast were found where defendant was staying with his young child. All of the above conduct occurred after years of violent crimes, firearm possession, evading charges, and troubling conduct disseminated throughout the internet. Defendant's lengthy periods of incarceration and supervision have not deterred him from continuing to commit dangerous crimes. There is no reason to believe this arrest will be any different, and the safety of the public demands that defendant remain detained.
I agree.
Bruh, you gotta be kidding me. Statement of facts. Defendant is intercepted discussing criminal activity, including pointing a firearm at his partner and child. In the first several months of 2023, defendant was intercepted on multiple court-authorized Title III wiretaps, both on his phone and his associate's phone. On multiple calls, defendant discussed criminal activity. Throughout March 2023, defendant discussed how the mother of one of his children accused him of pointing a gun at her, and defendant claimed it was a lie. But on June 20th, 2023, a second person accused defendant of the same conduct. That day, defendant's significant other, KC, stated, "You pulled a gun out on me with your daughter. You pulled a gun out on me in front of your fucking daughter. You pointed a gun at me with your bitch ass." Defendant responded, "I don't give a fuck, nigga. I don't give a fuck, bitch, ever since I've been with you." The following day, defendant argued with Casey again about her picking up her daughter, ordering her to take the fucking baby outside. "You stupid bitch. You sit in the house all day. You dumb asshole." Casey told defendant she could not walk or drive because defendant fucked up her leg and that he was the one who hit on people. Defendant responded, "Man, I was 6 hours. Shut the fuck up, bitch. I just told you, nigga. You keep playing with a nigga. You just want to see a nigga." Defendant told Casey, y'all know how to do my Bricc baby voice. I can't do it like point and shoot, though. To leave and said that they were done. On the same day, Casey again stated, "It was so fucked up that you can't even apologize for the shit that you do. You never apologize for treating me bad, pulling a gun out on me like this shit is cool for you. But you want me to go do shit for you? You talking about you don't want me? Shit you got going on, but you gonna pull a gun out on me and my child though, right?" Defendant responded, "I don't sex out, yeah. You don't get, I don't give a fuck, bitch. I don't give a fuck. I don't. I was 6 out crip, nigga." Firearms and ammunition are recovered from defendant's home.
So pretty much 6-0 over everything. I guess 6-0 over being a man, 6-0 over being a father. That yeah. And allegedly this child is his child and his baby mama. And he pretty much said he don't give a F. BITCH. Okay. And yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm sorry. I was about to say that too. Seti Nash is the actual guy who was reading this information, and he's reading the court documents. But yeah, this is Bricc Baby's paperwork.
Following the above mentioned calls, law enforcement obtained search warrants for defendant's home, car, and person. Inside his home, law enforcement found 3 firearms and ammunition listed in count 2 of the indictment: a .380 caliber pistol, a 9mm caliber pistol, and a 5.56 by 45 caliber assault rifle style firearm, and over 125 rounds of ammunition. Defendant tried to drop some of the firearms and ammunition from his balcony into the courtyard of his apartment complex, just as he previously stated that he would on another intercepted call. God damn, Bricc.
That's a lot.
Defendant is recorded on intercepted calls making other admissions. Throughout the remaining period of wiretaps, defendant made countless assertions or threats pertaining to violent conduct and weapon possession. For example, on February 20th, 2023, defendant stated that he did not respect the elders in the gang and would pop anyone on 6 out. On March 6, 2023, defendant was on the phone with his mother.
He doesn't respect any of the elders in the gang. Big U is an elder in the gang. Okay? Big U, I believe, is close to 60, if not 60 years old. Interesting.
The proposed surety here. and found the mother of his child outside his house. He told his mother that the mother of his child was in gangland and wanted to expire early. Defendant asked the mother of his child if she wanted to die in front of her son. I was 6 out as defendant's mother screamed at him to stop because he may be being recorded. Mama knows best, man. On March 6, 2023, defendant told KC that the police were acting stupid, that he was tired of doing what they told him to do, and that he was ready to shoot the mother of his child. Later that day, defendant told another unindicted male that he can kill the mother.
He said, this is what it says, and you can read it right here, that the police were acting stupid, that he was tired of doing what they told him to. So this part right here is what everybody is saying, that allegedly that's why they're saying Bricc Baby is a snitch. Because why in your paperwork on a recorded line where they're actually documenting and scripting out what you said, that you say the defendant told KC that the police were acting stupid, that he was tired of doing what they told him to, and that he was ready to pow the mother of his child. So what are the police telling you to do? And why are you even listening if you claim to be about that life, right?
Mother of his child, I was 6 out. On March 28, 2023, defendant said that he would body slam the mother of his child on her neck to stop playing with him. In the same call, defendant discussed how it felt to kill someone and had to go to school and play basketball the next day. Come on, bruh. Defendant continues to threaten violence and carry firearms. In addition to the intercepted calls online, defendant continued to threaten violence, carry firearms, and discuss both. For example, in March 2024, defendant crashed out at his place of employment, threatening to shoot people and eventually fight a security guard. Defendant later admitted in separate interviews that he had a firearm on him during the altercation and that he brought his daughter with him to the studio. And y'all remember that damn thing right there.
Now, mind you, they have a clip of him crashing out. That was also on No Jumper, where he came on there talking hella-ish and making hella threats. And yeah, all of this stuff that is considered content, they are using it against him. And probably because of that content is the reason why they were probably able to get a wire up on him in the first place, because of his alleged criminal history and saying the stuff that he was saying on these on these pages and consider it content. They got a wire on him, and therefore this is why they have all of this stuff.
June 2024, defendant argued over the phone, with an individual and claimed he had killed more people than the other had fought. Defendant stated that he swore to be true on his 4 babies, which he repeated many times. In later attempting to downplay this claim, defendant stated that even if he had one murder, that would be more than the other person had fights. On March 18, 2025, the same individual who defendant previously threatened and claimed to have more skulls than he had squabbles joined the same podcast. During the filming, defendant showed that he had a handgun in his waistband.
There it is.
Come on.
And remember, we just saw the first clip on No Jumper when he was talking about skulls and squabbles and all of that stuff. All of this stuff is in his paperwork. All of it. And showing the actual clip when he was in front of Luce Cannon. And if you see, he got on this purple sweatsuit, and right there in the black, blickety blickety pow pow, it's right there. And to me, he purposely wanted to show it. He got a big enough sweatsuit on where he could have hid that. He wanted it to be seen, knowing he was actually being recorded. Help me understand.
Get this shit. You can't make this up. And I knew these niggas was watching. Bro, I just said this in my other video. Nigga, you can't be serious. Defendant is charged with repeatedly possessing a firearm and ammunition despite numerous felony convictions. Defendant is now charged with multiple counts of possessing firearms and ammunition, all in violation of 18 U.S.C. 922G. The first charge stems from defendant shooting 3 bullets in a business parking lot in July 2022 to ward off would-be robbers. The second charge involves all the firearms and ammunition found at his home in June 2023. Both of these charges follow 5 felony convictions from 2010, 2012, 2014, 2016, and 2020, respectively. While the pretrial services report includes a longer criminal history with out-of-state convictions, the morning of defendant's instant arrest, he had an unsecured firearm and ammunition in reach of his young child. On March 19, 2025, law enforcement arrested defendant on the felon in possession charges in the indictment at his residence in Gardena, California, with his significant other and young child. Agents found a Glock 26 firearm and a 17-round Glock magazine with 16 rounds of 9mm ammunition, as well as another magazine and 16 rounds of 9mm ammunition. Defendant kept all of that unsecured despite residing with his significant other and child he had already threatened with a firearm before. Despite being arrested with all the firearms and ammunition at his residence in June 2023, despite his many felony convictions prohibiting him from possessing firearms or ammunition, and despite California Penal Code 32310 prohibiting possession of large capacity magazines, i.e. those holding more than 10 rounds, defendant's criminal history is full of violence and supervision violations. As shown in the pretrial services report and the indictment.
I mean, I don't think we need to hear anymore. If y'all want, y'all can go to Seti Nash page and listen to the rest. But I would say you guys got the idea of what's going on here. Any guy, I can't even say man, but any guy who literally is doing what he's doing to his baby mama and in front of his child and even pointing a pow towards his child gets no respect from me and needs to be under the damn jail. Even his own mama told him he possibly was being recorded and he wasn't listening. Now, apparently, Bricc Baby has allegedly substance issues. They have claimed when he has been on a podcast here or there that he was literally nodding off in the middle of the actual podcast. They claim he has that. I don't, of course, personally know him, so I have to say allegedly. I don't know if that is the case. I don't know if that is altering his brain cells and he's not thinking, or people truly think as long as they scream content that they won't get in trouble. But as you can see, just based off of what I showed you, not only do they have the transcripts of all of these videos, they have pictures. Okay? They have pictures. So I wasn't shocked to hear that his bail was denied. I wouldn't want his ass on the streets. Especially if you being that stupid, you a wild card. I mean, and especially if you willing to point a pow towards your kid, you don't care about nobody. You don't care about not one person. When you willing to act like that in front of your own child, you would do that to anyone. You'll do it to anyone. And then moving on to Luce Cannon. He definitely had court today, and allegedly there was someone who was a content creator that was there to hear them try to convince, I guess, the judge to give him a bond. And Luce Cannon allegedly, but you know, he claims he's not a snitch. Allegedly, when they was reading off all the crimes that they claim that he is accused of, this guy sat up there and allegedly said that wasn't him. It was his brother who did the crimes. Now, apparently, Luce Cannon is a twin, allegedly. So he's trying to say that wasn't me. That was my brother. Now, again, that's interesting because, again, you are a part of this world. You're not a civilian. You're a part of this world. So my thing is, if you're willing to snitch on your own brother, allegedly, who's to say you wouldn't snitch on anyone else? And your twin at that. So allegedly, not only did he say that, but the guy who I guess was in there, he turned to that guy and said, this guy is in here to just give content. He's in here for content. So I guess he was trying to put the heat on that guy who was just in the court listening to where the police went up to him and asked him if he was recording or whatever the case may be. But he exposed that guy. Now, interesting enough, Luce Cannon's wife has been recording all of their calls. And sometimes when I've heard these calls, it sounds like they having a damn slumber party. Like they are not potentially fighting for their lives. When Bricc Baby and Luce Cannon were both on the phone, they have been calling the No Jumper podcast. They have been speaking to their girls. Like everything is up and up. Like everything is all good. Mind you, they are in the feds allegedly. So I don't even think they're still taking it seriously. They're still looking at this as if it's content, not understanding. Well, hell, they have to understand. I just don't think that they care that they're on a recorded line. There are people who are using these recordings as content for their channels. So, and then not to mention, with them being cellmates, I wouldn't trust that situation. It would make me wonder if one of them or both of them are snitching, or do they have a wire of some sort in that cell? You can't make this up, especially when 10 months ago y'all was hating each other and you was claiming that Luce ain't even a part of your set. Back in the day, from my understanding, just knowing and being a part of these communities and being where I'm from, if someone claimed a set and they wasn't a part of the set, there was some severe consequences. You know what I'm saying? Like you just didn't do that because there were going to be consequences. So the fact that you could see how pissed off Bricc Baby was in that first clip I showed you, to now they're the best of buddies and cellmates. Where they do that at? And I'm a civilian, and I find that to be very weird. Yes, girl, plot twist for real. She better hope he stay in there. Real life love during lockup. Ain't that the truth? Because let me tell you something. There is a recording of, like I said, her and Luce Cannon's wife, and she does not sound at all concerned, nor does she care. And it's probably because she need a damn break from him. Low key, she probably hoping he don't ever get out. She probably think that may do him some good. You know what I'm saying? The way that this actual like court documents are reading don't seem like she has any peace of mind. And I'm feeling for them babies because I don't know how old those babies are, but makes you wonder if they remember any of this stuff. You know what I mean? Hey, Jay, are colors a real thing out there? Yes and no. It was definitely more severe. It was definitely more severe back in the day. In the 70s, the 80s, and the 90s, yes. And I say all of that to say, even though I'm a civilian, I knew at a very, very early age what set my community where I lived. I grew up in a Crip neighborhood, allegedly. So I knew very early you didn't wear red in the community. I knew this in elementary school, probably go from kindergarten going into first grade. I should not know something like that. But back in those days, it was a very real thing. Now you do see more of like Crips wearing red or, you know, whatever the case may be, even though they're still affiliated, you know, with Crips or Bloods or whatever. But I would say it was more so a huge thing back in the day that you didn't wear certain colors in certain neighborhoods. Now, I mean, it's still a thing, but not as bad. You know what I'm saying? It's not as bad. You know, because again, like Nipsey was an alleged 60, and sometimes he wore red. Even with this guy Bricc Baby, as you guys saw in one of the clip when they showed the crash out, he looked like he had on a red sweater, and he's an alleged Crip. So, you know what I'm saying? Are there neutral colors for civilians? Yes, black, gray, white. And sometimes actually not black and gray together, depending on what neighborhood you from, now that I think about it. Because I do remember in Cousins community, there was a certain gang that wore the Raiders. They were black and gray. So yeah, but typically black was always safe, white was always safe. Okay, those were always safe colors. You know, and again, I was a girl, you know what I'm saying, and a civilian, a little girl, but I knew already there were certain colors that you just didn't wear, which honestly, again, is I say that and I say it with such confidence, but that should not be a little girl or a little boy's life. They should be able to just wear whatever the hell they want. But yeah, which is why probably a lot of us, if our parents were able to, like, we went to schools outside of the neighborhood, probably like on the whole other side of the city, you know what I'm saying, to get away from stuff like that. You know what I mean? There's always going to be snitching and telling. They want Big U anyways. Yeah, and that's another thing. They keep saying that's the main thing that they want. A lot of people feel like they're going to keep denying their bail, like Bricc Baby and Luce Cannon's bail, hopefully to wear them down or whatever the case may be. But let the YouTube streets and people tell it, like Whack 100. They claiming Bricc Baby already snitching. I don't know if Whack 100 is saying Luce Cannon is snitching, but based on the courts, he snitched on his own twin brother allegedly today. I just find it interesting that Whack 100 always claiming somebody is snitch and somebody is gay except for him. Like that man, like, and a lot of people are saying that he allegedly is a snitch too. So you know, that's the one thing about it. Honestly, for me, I feel like all of these podcast shows that these people are on, they technically dry snitching anyways. You know what I'm saying? Like you're dry snitching, whether it's on yourself or somebody else, and claiming that it's content. You know, while black and gray was sports, I'm aware rainbow. Okay, thank you for making this a safe space to ask questions. Yeah, no problem. Like I said, I'm a civilian, so you know, but I do remember, especially, you know, back in the day, you knew colors to wear and what not to wear. That's what everybody's saying. Because when you really think about it, some of the things that he has also said on the podcast, they say would be incriminating himself. So why is he not locked up? You know what I mean? So that's why it's like, honestly, what all of them are doing, they've all done it, but some of them are locked up and some of them are not locked up. It does make you wonder. It really makes you wonder what's going on. But the difference is that Bricc Baby at least is in the feds right now. Whack 100 isn't. Luce Cannon is allegedly in the feds right now. Now, some people was thinking that they weren't even in the feds at one point because of the fact that they couldn't hear the recording saying your call is being recorded. You know how, like, when people are in prison, you constantly hear that and you hear how many more minutes or seconds you have left. Apparently, a lot of people speculating if they were in there, but we do know now they are apparently in the feds. They're both in the feds in Los Angeles, and they had court hearings today as far as bond is concerned, and allegedly they were denied. So yeah, but we know they're there. But Whack 100 and some others who have constantly been talking on these freaking podcasts, they're out. They're out. You know, Whack lays in bed rubbing his crusty toes, gossiping. I'm questioning how Whack knows how all these people was going to get locked up. That's what a lot of people saying, Jay. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what a lot of people are saying. And he claimed he was trying to warn Big U's family or whatever the case may be. But let's be clear, like, him and Big U have been beefing for years. So were you really trying to make sure that you let him know, or were you just trying to pretend like you was trying to look out so it didn't appear that you were allegedly snitching? Okay. A lot of people, even when DJ Academics sat up there and questioned Whack, Academics was on his head about that stuff, and Whack was getting pissed off. A lot of people are asking questions that he don't like people asking him, but oh the hell well, you're making yourself be like you're the first point of contact for every damn thing. So people are questioning how you know so much and say so much, but yet you are not in the feds with them. You're not. You know what I'm saying? So yes, it's very suspect. But yeah, you guys, so allegedly the bail was denied for Bricc Baby and Luce Cannon. I don't play when it comes to DV, and I don't play when it comes to kids. You know what I'm saying? You know, having those type of things going on in their household, because that DV hurts everybody. But based on what I was just listening to And that paperwork, Bricc baby need to stay there. He need to stay there. And I mean, as far as Luce Cannon is concerned, to me, he broke all codes based on the street code. He broke all codes, apparently, allegedly saying that his brother is the one who committed those crimes, not him. So, yeah, I mean, they think it's fun. Every time you hear them now, they seem like they happy that they together. So, I think at this point, fine, since y'all happy and it's a slumber party for you, why don't y'all stay in there? Because I definitely don't want somebody like that out on the streets where he's willing to point a pow at his baby mama and his child. That means you willing to point a pow to anybody. Like, no one is off limits for you. They talk, yeah, I've heard that about Adam 22 too. But you know, again, that's alleged. Even with them claiming that they're going broke. I don't know if you heard about that, Jay. They claiming that No Jumper is going broke or they're not making as much money. I don't know if I believe that. In my personal opinion, I do not know if I believe that story. I feel like it's a play. In my opinion, it's a play, especially with all of this like court stuff going on. It's a big play, in my opinion. That they will say they don't have enough coming in, may even file probably bankruptcy. I don't trust it. And especially because a lot of the people who are locked up right now were employees of his podcast. You know what I'm saying? Employees of his podcast. So he probably like, I don't want nothing to do with this. Yeah, we broke. You know what I'm saying? Like we broke. Yeah. So you can't come after us even if you wanted to. But that's just my opinion on the situation. Like anybody who can buy a $4 million building and all of this stuff, like you fine. And if you know what I'm saying, if you feel like it ain't enough money coming in, you give me your YouTube checks, give me your views. I'll do something with it. I'll keep my budget low. That's for damn sure. They lying, the feds on their ass, that podcast group not going broke. That's my opinion on the situation. But again, that's my opinion. I just find it too convenient of when they're saying this information. It's too convenient for me. Now, I do know that a lot of people were saying during, you know what I'm saying, the big 2020, you know what I'm saying, during the pandemic or whatever, they said those first 2 years were lovely because everybody's numbers was up. They was getting subscribers all over the place. The views was up because no one could do anything but sit and watch TV and YouTube all day. So those checks that they had those first 2 years or even 3 years, a lot of people are saying those views are not viewing anymore. The subscribers are not really, you know, doing what they normally do. And not to mention, not because people are outside, but also our economy is getting worse and worse as well. People just, you know, they too busy working and things like that. So I understand that definitely they're probably not making the same amount of money, but to say that they're going broke, yeah, nah. For me, I'm not buying it, especially now when most of their content creators at this point are not even there or they in the damn feds. So where's your money really going unless they truly are just putting too much money into that building besides the $4 million. Also had to bail Bricc baby from jail one time, so the feds could be checking money transfers and stuff like that. Hey. And then apparently, allegedly, they also mentioned that a former employee is suing them. So you know, that's the best way to sometimes get out of situations. And I know he was trying to clown someone saying that they filed bankruptcy. I wouldn't make fun of that because I wouldn't be shocked that he may have to file bankruptcy. At least the company would. And that's one thing that he also said. He said No Jumper is struggling. He didn't say he was struggling. He said No Jumper was struggling. You see what I'm saying? So yeah, you guys. But yeah, honestly, after I heard that paperwork, yeah, I'm good. This is why I said I grew up out here. I've never found the gang culture attractive at all whatsoever. It was just never, you know what I'm saying? Like we knew at a very young age, like I said, what neighborhoods we were a part of. But to see the destruction of so many behind that and to even see that now people are using that as clout to make money. And it's like, to me, this is the new 80s epidemic. Content is the 80s epidemic all over again. It's quick money. The more they act out, the more views they get, which means the more money they get. But what good is that is if you just have some fun getting content for a couple of years or giving content for a couple of years just for it all to be used against you, and then you spend 20 years behind bars. Couple of years of content wasn't worth it, huh? Just like a couple of years selling that Ready Rock back in the 80s wasn't worth it when you was getting football numbers by the time it was over. It's almost kind of sounding like this is the new 80s epidemic. You feel what I'm saying? To where you do a couple of years of having some fun and then you're done. So with that being said, you guys, it absolutely is. Clout is the new, yes, it is. You are absolutely right. So with that being said, you guys, I just wanted this to bring this to your attention. Like I said, I know that a lot of my crew not familiar with this story at all. Since I am from here, I'm going to try to keep you guys updated with the information. But yeah, one thing I don't play with is DV. And y'all just heard that. You heard it. It's deep. Is deep. And as far as I see it, I don't want those type of people close to me in my presence. And I'm praying for that baby mama. And it sounds like it was multiple women. It sounds like because one was talking about a son, the other one was talking about a daughter. I don't know if he's talking about two baby mamas or the same girl who got a son and a daughter by him. But I'm praying for those women. If it's multiple or just the one girl, I'm praying. And I'm praying for those kids. This may be a blessing in disguise for them. And I hate to say that because I'm sure Bricc Baby has, family that truly loves him. But you play by this rule, these are the type of things that happen. I don't know if Bricc Baby has ever experienced years in prison, but when you dealing with the feds, and as you saw how detailed just that one document was with pictures and everything, this don't look good. This don't look good. He may be doing football numbers. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know at this point if people will learn their lesson. I mean, hell, we got even Suge Knight, who now is doing content. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know if people really learn their lesson, or if they do have to serve time, they're going to do the same thing Suge Knight doing and still create their content behind bars. You know what I mean? It's quite interesting how this world has changed so much compared to just even 10 years ago, 15 years ago. But with that being said, you guys, thank you guys so much for listening. Replay gang, please like, share, and subscribe. And I will see you on my next video. Toodles.